Hey, what is up, you guys? It's your boy Ragozin, and here today I'm going to be talking about something that kind of hits close to home. And what I mean by that is it kind of happened in my state of Sweet Home, Alabama. So recently, what happened in Sweet Home, Alabama is someone recorded a specific event and it got released to the general public, and of course this garnered a lot of attention and everyone lost their minds. Understandable. So what exactly happened is a couple of students from Spain Park got a little tipsy, so the story goes, and not a little tipsy, they got wildly drunk. Teenagers, same age, decided to record what they were saying during, their time of debauchery. And instead of me trying to explain what they said, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the clip, and then we can break it down.
Without the Holocaust, what would the world be like?
We would have white people still. All the niggers would not be here.
Jews would run the world without the Holocaust.
Fuck niggers, fuck Jews.
Jews are fine
If the
because they're
Holocaust
white.
never happened, Jews would be running the world right
It's
now.
fine. We just need niggers gone. So
Think about
mix
that.
Oreos.
Think about that.
What are you gonna do with them?
You stick them in concentration
No,
camps
you
and
have
fucking
to. No, you have to
barb 'em.
wait till they die off.
It's charging.
No, we run niggers because they do football for us and rap music, and we pay them for that.
No, they do nothing. Do you want to know what the fucking Democrat and whole Republican?
How about we just kick out all the
Republicans
Democrats
are
and we go on
niggers
strike?
that want to
You
take
still
white
videoing it?
people's money who don't want to.
My favorite part of the video is, one of the girls saying that the Holocaust was a benefit to us all because if it wasn't because of that, the Jews would have taken over the world. It's so stupid. That right there was one of my favorite parts. And the other part was like, we pay black people to do, to do rap. And like those two ideas are so just wildly ridiculous. And I honestly think no one believes that. Like, if anyone does, it's either only her or only her and then some other person lost in some remote island off the coast of Costa Rica, alright? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, no one believes this. No one says this out loud. And what I mean by that is that they don't, they're not gonna go around and say that in public. But unfortunately, they said it privately, but someone recorded it, and they posted it on Snapchat. Now, I believe that the person who was recording all of this, probably thought it was funny. Like, all of this was probably like just hilarious. Like, he didn't think of it as being wildly offensive in a sense like, oh, I'm gonna record this so I can expose these little cunts. No, like, he just thought it was hilarious. Like, obviously, yes, he probably thought it was offensive, but he thought it was so ridiculous that it was funny. Like, these guys actually aren't being serious. Also, alcohol might have had something to do with the whole thought process. Like, even though if I were in a group of people that I cherished and would not like to see, brutally murdered. Like, if they said something offensive, I'm not going to record it and upload it, like, that's kind of like a death sentence for them. But obviously this kid wasn't thinking because he was just out of it. I think everyone in that video was out of it. But, basically the video had a lot of stupid comments, a lot of racist comments, a lot of, like, shocking, statements. For me, I don't really take it seriously because it's just the statements that they made are just way out there, just completely out there. Like, this is like Pluto kind of stuff, like philosophy kind of shit, that like if Pluto were a racist, And so once the video was uploaded to the Snapchat, someone found it and they recorded it and they posted it on Twitter. And we all know how Twitter is with their very controversial clips and how they, usually deal with it. It did not end well, obviously, and the kids who were in the video and the guy who recorded it, their lives forever changed. Now, understandably, you would think that, saying these terrible things would garner a very severe and swift punishment against these kids, but from what I've heard, they can't walk during the ceremony when they're graduating. Well, let's think about this, alright folks, let's think about it. Whatever the school does to them isn't going to be as bad as what life will throw at them because of what they said. Like I stated before, their lives forever changed. For the worse. Everyone's gonna look at them and they're gonna want to fight. Even on Twitter again, once that was posted, everyone was like saying, oh, this kid's gonna get their ass beat and something like that. Like, oh, go kick their ass and something like that. And even that itself is just so ridiculous. Like, of course they said something racist, but it doesn't mean that you have the right to go around and, kick their ass. Like, you have no right. Like, what are you, the police? No, sit the fuck down. Now, let me tell you something straight up, alright? This is probably gonna happen, right? So, 20 years from now, you know, some people will forget this will ever happen, and obviously some people will never forget it, but these kids would like to have a job, yes? Finding jobs will not be easy for them because of what they said. Like, simple words can be the defining moment of their lives, and right now the defining moment of their lives is basically death, because they basically, again, ruined themselves. But maybe, just maybe, an organization or a company decides, you know what, the past is the past, or they completely don't know what happened, and decide to give them a job. And somebody is gonna come around from Twitter, dig up the information again, as it always happens. It's like, these motherfuckers were racist. They said the N-word. They should burn. And then the company was like, well, time to play the PR game. Sorry, kids, but you gotta get your ass clapped. But honestly, for me, if the school's going to punish them for something, it has to be for the alcohol. You know, like, it has to be for the alcohol, because they were drinking and they're underage, and that is obviously illegal. Now, the things that they said is not illegal, highly offensive, absolutely, but not illegal. I'm on the fence of whether or not the school had a right to punish them for saying those mean things, not mean things, offensive, racist things, because they're a state school, and, you know, one of our basic rights is the freedom of speech. You know, whatever the hell you say, you got the right to say it, and you can't be, you know, punished for that, unless you scream fire in a movie theater, or wish, or, you know, say like, oh, that person needs to die, so go out there and kill him. You can't say that shit, alright? But anything else, fair game. You can't get in trouble for it. Now, I understand a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this point, you know, and that's understandable. But it's not like these kids, you know, were in a drunken rage and went out and beat some black kid, you know. In that case, oof. I mean, yeah, that's assault. You know, that's obviously assault. And that is also something that they can get punished for. Absolutely. I'm not going to argue with that. Now, there's two ways of viewing alcoholism when it comes to someone being drunk and saying something. You know, you can take them seriously or you can't take them seriously, because when you're drunk, you tend to be a fool and you tend to act like a fool and you're not yourself. And then there's the other way where the things of your heart are revealed due to you being more relaxed and more, you know, loopy because of the alcohol. I just, you know, honestly say stay away from alcohol. Like, alcohol will fuck you up, you know, one way or another. You know, it could get you killed. It's just a risk you can't take, alright? But I digress. This obviously put a sour taste in Alabama, you know, like a cold reminder, like, hey, this exists. But it's not like anyone needs a reminder that racism exists, you know. We that's like one of those forefront things that everyone's talking about. But still, it puts a sour taste in Alabama, for sure. As of right now, the kids are out of school. They're no longer in Spain Park, not due to the fact that they were expelled, but just because they didn't want to deal with the potential threats that came from this video. You know, even though they said those terrible things, I still wish the best for them, you know? Like, they've made a mistake, a grand mistake, you know, whether or not you want to see it was intentional or unintentional. But they still made a mistake, you know, and I believe that everyone has a chance for, you know, a second opportunity, second redemption. Will they ever get that? Maybe. You know, if they, you know, they do something to clear their name or something like that, or to show that they're not racists. But that's going to be difficult because a lot of people are not going to take them seriously. But anyways, that is what happened in Alabama. A lot of people are talking about it. I remember at school, everyone was like, will not shut up about the video. Like, I just heard it, and funny enough, like, I wanted to see the video for myself, so on Twitter I just typed in Spain Park and boom, it was right there. Well, thanks again guys for watching the video. I really do appreciate y'all coming along and watching towards the end. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe and smack that bell notification, and happy International Women's Day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.